be nicer to you when you are crying for your man as opposed to when you are crying for your friend.
Welcome to When Girls Talk, where we dive deep into everything that matters to us. Love life, career, friendships, and messy bits in between. Ever wonder what girls are really talking about? Join us for honest, unfiltered chats that will make you laugh, cry, and feel like you're finally being heard. Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Tumishi Akadri and I have with me...
My name is Tumi.
Alright, so as you all know, this channel we talk about everything beauty, fashion, lifestyle, food, everything in between, but today we're doing something a bit different. Today we'll be talking. And what are we talking about today? We're talking about, I'm starting this series called When Girls Talk. Basically me and my girls talking about things, anything that you can imagine that goes on behind the scenes when girls talk. You're going to hear everything on this channel. So for today, we're talking about navigating friendships, the unspoken rules when girls talk. So I have here with me Tommy. So Tommy, tell us about you.
Okay, so what do I do? My name is Tumi. I'm also a content creator. I'm a podcaster. I'm trying to start a TikTok channel, and lastly, I'm a brand strategist. So thank you very much.
Multi
woman of different talents.
Right. All right. So let's get right into today's video. So let's first talk about female friendships. I know everybody usually says, okay, I don't like having female friends. All my friends are guys. Blah, blah, blah. I used to have that thinking before until like something changed my orientation. But let's first hear from you. What are your thoughts on female friendships?
Okay, so first thing first for me, if I meet a girl and she says, I don't have female friends, I only have guy friends, that's like a walking red flag for me. I feel like that's like a sign that I shouldn't be friends with that kind of person. Because I strongly believe that after like your relationship with God and your family members, like your relationship with girls, your friends, is like paramount. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you only have you and your girlfriends. Like, no man is going to, in my own opinion, no man is going to check up on you or look out for you like the way your girls are going to look out for you. Like with your girlfriends, like you don't have to explain everything. There's just some things that they just get because
like unspoken words.
Exactly. So I think for me, like female friendships is like paramount, and it's something that is underrated, but it's something that is also like necessary for like your day-to-day living.
Alright, so like she said, it's very necessary to have female friends. I mean, when everything goes down, you can't be telling your guys, oh, this and this. You can't be telling them too much details. Or with your girls, you can tell them everything and anything. Okay, so the first question, what are some common challenges girls or like ladies in their 20s face when navigating friendships? And how do you think you can overcome? Like, you can set yourself as an example now. Like, are there any challenges that you faced in like your friendships, and then how do you think how did you overcome them? You can like state examples.
Okay, so I think for girls in their 20s, the biggest problem that they have is handling transition. So for an example, like when you guys okay, for an example now, let's say you guys became friends when you were in your teenage years or when you were like in uni. All of you had the same goal, you had common goals, you guys were in like the same phase of your life, right? If you met when you were a teenager, what was your goal is, okay, I have to enter uni. So all of you had the same struggle of trying to enter uni. When you guys were in uni, all of you had the same struggle of trying to pass your course. But by the time you leave, right, different things will be happening to some people. Some people are going to be getting their masters, some people will be migrating, some people will be getting married, some people will be starting a business. So like different, like you get an eye with different phases of your life. So it's kind of easy for you when you're in your 20s to just feel like, okay, you know what, this is my problem, so this is what everybody else is facing, and you now like struggle with helping your friend transition into that phase, or like even helping, or your friends even helping you to transition into that phase. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So for an example now, like I have a couple of friends that their daily struggle is they're preparing for their marriage, right? Preparing for their wedding rather. And my struggle is, okay, I have work to do, I have 9 to 5, I have a job. So it's kind of easy for you to like invalidate my struggle, and it's kind of easy for me to invalidate our own struggle, because we just feel like, oh, we're not at the same page. So like whatever you're going through is inconsequential to what me I'm going through. So I think like a lot of girls like really struggle with like transitioning with their friends and like being supportive to their friends when they're transitioning. And I think another thing is when all these things happen, a lot of us also struggle to be confrontation.
Yeah.
Like if you're someone like me, I don't like confrontation.
Same.
I'm just like a guy. I'm just like
I'd rather just keep the
I'd rather just keep it. And the thing is that like when you're just keeping everything, there's resentment piling up, piling up, piling up.
Very true.
And one day something will just happen and you're just like, I'm done. And the other friend is like, from what to where? What did I say? Why?
Exactly.
So I think for me, how I could handle the issue of transition was just asking my friends, how can I be there for them? So do you just want me to listen to you rant or do you want me to provide a solution for you?
Yeah.
Like, how can I be there for you in your transition? How can I show you love in your transition? And also like with confrontation, I'm just constantly learning that it's inevitable. Like you have to have those big conversations. You have to address the elephant in the room. So yeah, I think that's that for me, Sha.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that scares me the most, especially when you're in your 20s. I mean, like when we were all like below 20s, we're okay, thing was that okay, we're entering school, we're always following each other everywhere. I mean, I remember in 100 level, I didn't have so much friends, but like I had that particular, we were always going everywhere together, always doing stuff. I mean, there weren't like so much boy talks in that conversation. I mean, even if you had like boy stuff, it'd be like, oh, I have this crush, I met this guy, his fine is this. But now, I met this guy. He's my man. My man. And this was my man. So like now it's more of okay, have friends and they're like some people are getting married. I'm like, hey God, were we not just kids? When like how are you people getting married?
One of my friends, not my friend actually, one of my classmates from secondary school, yeah. I just saw on her Instagram that she has given birth to her second child.
Oh my God.
And in my mind, I'm like, what is in my head right now is what's my mommy cooking for dinner? And somebody's mommy times two.
Like how are you somebody's mom?
And the sickest is like I'm a year older than her. So in my mind, I'm like,
that thing.
I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just really weird.
It's like seeing people my age, people that I'm even older than, getting married, having kids. Oh, I'm even scared of getting married, talk less of having kids yet. It's really scary. So I'm navigating into that phase when, because like I have this friend, I know she might say this. So I have this friend that she's getting married soon, and then all the planning and prepping. We've not had that girl's time so much like that because planning has taken so much of our time. And that's when I feel like, okay, now everybody has left me. They have man. I mean, I don't have man. It can be sad, but like, I mean, you have to understand this person and they just be there for them and just support them regardless. So this moves on to our next question. So how can girls effectively communicate with their friends to build that trust and understanding? I mean, like, I know having to trust girls because I mean like there are people with different motive decisions. If you are meeting a new friend, I mean at this phase in our twenties where you meet new people everywhere. I mean there was a tweet I saw one time that you have not met everyone that will love you yet because you meet people every day. You can't be at the restaurant and just meet you. Oh like oh I like your hair and you guys just kick off like that. So you've not met everyone that will love you yet. So how do you effectively communicate with your friend or your friends that will build that trust and that understanding?
Okay, so I think the first thing is you just like teasing that friend. So what I mean by teasing your friend is like you don't just tell them everything about you. So like just get to know this person's surface level first. So for an example, I have friends for different things in my life because I know that this is where I can trust them with. So for an example, I know that there are some friends that I feel good talking about my finances with them, but I don't trust that I can talk about my relationships with them. Not to say they are bad people, but just because I've teased them, like I've said something like something surface level pertaining to my relationships, and they didn't receive it well, or the reaction wasn't what I wanted. So I was like, you know what, maybe I should put it exactly. Maybe I should just put the boundary there. Brain is like not even your brain. Your heart has a lot of love to give, but there's nobody to receive it. So where does the love go? you just start grieving.
Not
You have
somebody that you don't have like so many friends, and with that
even
person,
even if you have so many friends here, no, take it from me that like I have a lot of friends. Well, I mean, I'm a friendly person, so I talk to a lot. I talk to a lot of people. I think that's the word you said.
yeah,
So like, I have like a lot of people in my life. So, like, if one of my close friends was to say, you know what, Tommy, I'm not doing it again. Let's break up. I'm going to your house to go and do that under during the start again because please, I'm almost approaching 30. I don't have time to be.
where are you going?
Please, where are you
Yeah,
going?
why
But then
together,
again,
together.
guy, but then again, like friendship heartbreak is so painful
It is.
because like people will just literally tear you in shreds, and it will leave you doubting yourself. Like, was I wrong? Should I have said this? I shouldn't have said that? Blah 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 blah. And apart from that, because of the way it's downplayed, so like when you are crying because of a friendship, everybody's like, like why? Like I mean, like people will be nicer to you when you are crying for your man, as opposed to when you are crying for your friend.
True.
Like if you notice it, like it just I remember there was a story about I didn't follow the story, but there was a story I saw one time on Instagram on how Udavasi and one other lady, like they were close friends, and the lady came online and she was ranting. And I mean I could hear the pain in her voice because like it's really sad. Just like when your friend is not doing so well and you're supposed to be there to cheer on your friend. And other people that you don't know from Adam, they're like I mean everybody like is it because of friendship, blah blah blah. Like me, I don't know the full story. But like
I think the thing is that like she introduced her to like another friend, and I think that thing still happens. We'll still talk about that, but like there was another inside. You know, there's also going to inside idea. Like
another idea.
so like that was the situation.
Guy, like is my point here,
I
the
get what
crux
you're
of all
saying.
this thing here is that like friendship breakups will happen as far as you're a human being.
True.
It's going to happen because
People will
you
fall
guys
for
will
it.
grow. Sometimes you even grow out of a friendship. It's
True.
not that the person is a bad
Bad
person.
person.
You just grow out because like your new you is entirely different from this person's new them, right? Sometimes I mean that's like the easiest kind of breakup, like because you know that oh I've outgrown this relationship, blah blah blah. You guys might never talk about it. Life might just separate you guys.
True.
I mean that's like the easiest and the best part.
Best way.
But there are some that like something will happen or some things will not happen, but this person just all of a sudden just breaks up with you. And if you're crying, you're perfectly normal. If you feel sad, if you're upset, like you're perfectly normal because like it's very, very painful. Like if you've not had anyone, like I'm just telling you now, like it's very, very painful because I mean with a man, like you know that like okay, don't understand there are other men in the world, 8 billion people, blah 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 blah. But it's not the same when it comes to friends because what am I going to find a friend that like personality match? Like a friend, I mean, if you're not lucky, like find a friend that lives around my area. That's another issue again. So it's like we need to hang out. So like I mean so the day of the age of social media and all, like we have friends that we've not seen before. Don't get me wrong, that one is not bad and that. But like I mean, I just feel like friendship breakups should be spoken about more. And there's not the thing is
validate people's feelings.
yes, validate people's feelings, yeah. And the thing is that there's no healing route I can give you and say, oh, step one, do this is how you're going to heal, step two, do this. There's no healing route. The thing is it's bound to happen. And when it does, you are normal for whatever reaction you have, as far as your reaction is not detrimental to the third party's life or health or personality or image rather.
Just wish them well.
Just wish them well, actually. That's the only thing I can do. Wish, cry, be upset, wish them well, and just
I mean, I've been in that situation before. All I can say is that see, it's okay to be sad and you feel multiple emotions, and sometimes you want to cry. Like sometimes you even be doubting yourself. Why did I go wrong? What did I do? One person was even like, I should go and talk to her. I was like, but I did not do anything. Why should I go and be the one to? You'll not be like, who will be the bigger person? You should not be sure be an proud again. Anyways, I was like, why should I be the one to go? Because I did not do it. You just randomly just stopped talking to me. Having situations like that, when person just goes. Now I don't understand when men ghost. Like if your friend should just ghost you, should not like okay, you people will not talk for a while and then babes also perhaps this one you people done and dusted, you people are not talking again. More it's a lot. So please cry, feel all the emotions, it's okay, and then just wish them well. Sometimes I see her post and I'm like, okay, everybody's in a better place. All fine and good enough. So moving on to our next question. Um Friendship groups. Friendship groups. How so what are your thoughts on friendship groups? Like we have people that okay, they have like maybe like four girls that have been friends in school and they are still friends. Maybe at some point they became two or one person left the group. Sha sha sha. I've not always been a fan of friendship groups. I mean I don't have like all my friends like okay we are all moving together. I did that in secondary school, trust me, it did not work. So I have this two thoughts about friendship groups. So I've always been like I don't want to say I'm a loner, but I have friends in different walks of life. So what are your thoughts on friendship groups? And then what do you think about people trying to bring their friendship groups together? Like, okay, I have this friend, we have this, especially when you know how to get married. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, so I think I'll start from the last question here. So for an example now, like let's say I'm having a birthday party and
Yeah,
I
like that.
tell all my friends I'm having a birthday party. Like first thing first, you don't have to be friends with my friend just because both of you are friends with me. Right. So you guys can be cordial, you guys can sit down, have a conversation, kiki during my events and have a back of mind that okay, we're here for Tommy and that's it. And after like you don't have to exchange phone numbers, you don't have to follow each other on social media. You don't like you basically don't have to do all you don't have to do all those things, right? So now the issue of friendship group. So right from when I was younger, like I used to watch like when I say Hollywood did me a great disservice, this is another thing I mean. So when I was younger, I used to watch like a lot of shows, right? And most of the shows were like coming of age shows, like oh they're in their late teens, early teens, they're in their mid 20s, they're trying to navigate life, and they're all friends, and they all hang out in one coffee shop or in one or in somebody's house, or they work together. I don't know, like that's how.
Brunch, that kind of.
So in my mind, I just felt like okay, because like in secondary school, I didn't have so much friends, so I just figured out that maybe it should be my turn in uni. Like, and for me, I wasn't even looking at friends that like, oh, having single friends here and there. For me, I felt like I was going to get like the whole package, the whole friendship group. So when I was in uni, there was a time when I had a friend that she belonged to a friendship group, and I just tried to latch myself onto that friendship group. It didn't go well because they didn't only embarrass me, they embarrassed my ancestors. I'm sure my ancestors were shaking in their grave. Like, what's this girl doing? Like, come on, you get out of that place. I mean, and like there are just so many other things that happen. I mean, these girls are still friends.
Maybe mean girls.
Yeah, some sort of. It was some sort of. And then my self esteem was non existent. So they could like have a field day, a fun field day with me. But you know what? Like I just started realizing that I mean I some like how I found one of my best friends in this world was because I was friends with our roommates, and from there like we became friends, and the three of us became friends, and all of a sudden the third party just felt like, oh, you know what, she needs to elevate her friends, and she just ditched two of us, and two of us just bonded, and we just became close friends, right? So my point here is that I know that a lot of us will feel like all our friends into each other. We all need to have a friendship group. But some people are lucky enough that they are destined to have one. And I have nothing against friendship groups. I mean, if you guys want to have a friendship group, as far as there's honesty, transparency, there's respect, do you get it?
Nobody talking behind anybody.
Nobody's being mean to anybody. Then you guys can have a friendship group. But sometimes you are not destined for that. Maybe you are just destined to have friends here and there, here and there. And there's nothing bad, and it's okay. Like, I wish somebody told me that when I was entering my mid 20s. Nobody told me that. And when I discovered it, I just realized, because like, I had to read. I had to read to discover that, like, you know what, it's okay if you don't have, like, at the end of the day, your community doesn't have to be in one place, right? Like, your little village doesn't have to be in one place. Like all the constituents, they don't all have to be in Lagos, Nigeria. Like you can have friends that are all over, and you can bring them together when it's time for an event that you are hosting. But you see, the worst thing you can do in this life is trying to make your friend be friends with your other friend. Because there are two ways. First thing first, either two of them will become friends and it makes you, or they will not like each other, and you will not be left with trying to repair their relationship. Like those are the odds. Like it sounds. I mean, I've experienced both, so that's why I'm telling
I
you
mean, the
this.
example we even gave first, Hilda and the whole drama. I mean, there's always drama.
There's always drama.
There's
With the
always
girlies,
drama.
there's always drama. So I mean, it's okay if you don't get a friendship group,
Mm-hmm.
and if you do, like try to respect and just
Mm-hmm.
be there for your friends equally. I know we can't
True.
do that. Let's be honest, because there are some friends that are more friends than the
Yeah.
others. But like as
Try
much
to
as you
create a
can,
balance.
just try to create a balance. And shout out to all of you that have friendship groups.
Trust me, I always love it when I see there was this person she was having her birthday or something like she just had most of them were like they were all friends together and I was like, how do people get
I
lucky?
desire
And
it.
I'm like,
You know, I
but
still feel like even when I'm in my 30s, I have like friendship group. But please, for me, it's not like friendship groups, like but just like a couple of
maybe we
friends.
met at the same place
Yes, and like we
and
can
we even
hang out
became
together
friends at
and
that
become.
point. Yeah.
But like I have
Bringing
friends.
people
But anyway, I have friends like this, and
Mhm.
they're always there for me. So yeah.
So why not? Yeah. So please don't if you are below your twenties, don't try to be in that group. You can have friends everywhere. You can scattered. I have this
You
friend.
can even have
You
just one friend, and
can even have
that
just one
settles it.
friend. Is this
When I was
like
in uni, I had like just two close friends. But I mean, I was still friends with other people, but like I
like
just had two close
besties?
friends, and well, I mean, where are they going to? We're still friends now. There's no option.
So please don't put pressure on yourself that I don't have friends, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
this. Please, it's not compulsory you have like too many friends. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
there will be drama. Trust me, we're girls, we know this thing. There will be
Exactly.
drama. One person
Exactly.
will say, this person is not doing this. So one person will carry another person, she's down. Shall
Mm-hmm.
cause fight. So
Oh, drama.
please, we don't want
It's
drama. Like,
gonna be
especially if you're a
crazy.
person that you like your peaceful life, please don't get in a girl group. So yes, I mean like movies that time used to show us that girl groups, fancy,
Fancy.
and all of that. So, all right, so moving on. What are some red flags to watch out for in friendships that might be toxic or unhealthy? So what are the things you look out for?
Okay, so I think the first thing I look out for is how you treat people. Um, I mean, I say it all the time. You're not special.
Mm,
If your friend is treating people in a negative manner, it's just a matter of time
yeah,
before she starts treating you
like
that
that.
way. Number two is how does she behave? Like this person can do anything for money.
True.
And I feel like those kind of friends, you don't really want them. And friends that are gossip people, that are gossips, it's just your own
This
just
is something that every woman is. Not
yes.
everybody is just you should be sitting down to hear.
Do you know
Everybody's just. And not everybody is just you should be bringing to
to
your
people
friends group or to your friendship.
it's just a matter of time before
You take your own gist.
and you take your own gist. So I think those are like the major red flags that me I look out for. And yeah, I think that's like it. Then obviously too, the last thing is like friends that have qualities that you can't stand. Do you get? So for an example now, some people will tell you that lying is a big deal for them. But some people will tell you that okay, if you lie, I can forgive you, blah 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 blah. Right? So let me give you an example in my personal life. So me now, I can't be friends with somebody that cheats. Like cheats in any form. Like you are dishonest, you are doing this, you're doing that, you are shady. I just can't be friends with you. So that's like a huge red flag for me. Some people can't be friends with these people and just be like, okay, you know what? They're not cheating on me or they're not being shady to me, so that's fine. But like at the end of the day, it's just a matter of time before you're at the other end of the stick. So like
because that's the person's behavior.
Yes, like take people for what they are face value. Don't imagine that
it cannot happen.
It cannot happen to me or they are going to change. Nobody's going to change for anybody. Let's be realistic. People only change because they want to change. So yeah, that's that.
All right. So for me, I would say, if the person is like we said, the issue of man, any smutting man. So I mean, like let's calm down. Like your friends, it should be about you having girls talk once in a while and all of that. It should not be that any smutting. So, what advice would you give to girls who struggle with feelings of jealousy or competition with their friends, and like vice versa? Like you have friends that you sort of feel that aura that okay, maybe like you're in a competition with them, or you feel like they'll be jealous. Because let's not lie, there are people that's how their friendships go. It might say that okay, it's things like that are bound to happen. I remember there's this popular TikToker. She was saying something about, I think it was viral at some point. She was saying something that she told her friends, like they went out and then she told her friend, oh, she got a new job.
Oh my god, I saw that video. I saw that video.
One of them poisoned her drink.
I saw it.
Or like put something, spiked her drink or something. And that one was like, yeah, the one always getting everything.
Yeah, there was a drunk man that saved her.
I was like, things really be going on in the mind of people.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
It's wild. And so like, what do you have to say about it?
So for me, I'm going to start from the friend that is feeling jealousy, envy, right? First and first, feeling jealous about your friend or feeling envious about your friend doesn't make you a witch, right? I mean, it's normal. I know that when I say that, people are like, hey. But like, it's actually normal, right? In the sense that this person has something that you don't have, something that you desire, right? So I mean, it's normal. It's perfectly normal. But when you now become a witch and when you now start exhibiting witchcraft, is when you now act on that jealousy or envy. So for me now, I mean, I'll say this because I'm a Christian, yeah. If I find out that, oh, I'm feeling envious or I'm feeling jealous or I'm like subconsciously putting myself in a competition with this particular friend of mine, I'll take it back to God and I'll say, God, this is how I'm feeling. This is what is going on in my heart. Right? I mean, like, I'm self-aware and I know this is how I'm feeling. I may not admit it to my friend because it's sort of embarrassing and it's weird. I'm jealous of you and I expect you to still be friends with me. That won't happen. But like, I'll take it to God and I'll say, you know what? Help me see your perspective of things. Help me also celebrate my friend and be contented with what I have. And I know that, oh, there is more coming from me. Like, help me understand that because I like it shiny does not mean mine has to dim. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Like that's because a lot of times people make it look like when you're jealous, you are an evil person, you are a witch, you are a bad person, everybody should cut you off. Right? And I mean, we just feel like if you are the jealous friend, just take it to God in prayer. Like be honest with yourself. That this is how I feel. Right? Like I feel this way. I'm feeling negative. Because I mean like nobody demonizes you when you say you're feeling angry, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, like anger is a valid feeling. So if anger is a valid feeling, even though sometimes it can be negative, so why is jealousy and envy not a valid feeling, right? Like these emotions are valid, but at the end of the day, it's what you now do on these emotions. Every day we have intrusive thoughts, but you don't act on your intrusive thoughts. Like you just act and you're like, and you just eat and keep on going, right? But it's now when people now begin to now act on that jealousy and envy, or act from a place of jealousy and envy. That's what now makes them exhibit witchcraft. You know, I like to say witchcraft. You know,
what else would you call it?
Right? So I think that's that for the person that is feeling jealous, and also like having a fresh perspective that, you know what, two lights can shine at the same time, right? Just because my friend has what I don't have doesn't make it look like I would never have mine, right? Life is in season, life is in phases. Just because my friend is going up today doesn't mean that tomorrow she's going to go down, me and be up. Both of you can be up at the same time.
True. The
Like,
sky is enough.
the sky is wide for every bird to fly without touching each other's wings, right? And if you're the one that has a jealous friend, what I would advise you is to build boundaries with that friend and watch what you say to those friends.
Sure.
Like first thing first, give that friend grace, because it can be you tomorrow with another person. Let's just be realistic, right? But also try to give your friend grace in the sense of, you know what, maybe you shouldn't be telling your friend everything that is happening to you.
True.
Right? That doesn't make them a bad person, but just for that season, maybe exactly just for that season or some sort. Just try to like caution you, because
like for example, if you have a friend that is out of job and you're working and you're earning maybe like more than like
getting a raise,
so probably just try. So just there's a way you say
empathize,
something
actually.
Exactly, that will not make the person feel bad.
Exactly. And that example that you gave, I perfectly understand it. Like I have some friends. There was a time in my life where I was working 2 jobs. God, I hated that period. And I would always run to some of my friends that didn't even have a job. So at the point, I mean, like when they just started acting weird towards me, I just understood that like you are ranting about having 2 jobs, somebody that doesn't even have anyone. Like how wicked can I mean, I just felt like I was out of touch, like I was insensitive. That's how I felt. I mean, people have different feelings, but like try to give your friend grace and try to like build boundaries, and not everything that you just say to that friend, right?
Alright, so try to, like you said, try to understand and be sensitive to people's feelings. Especially if it's that you're both not at the same point in your life. Probably one person is doing better than the other. So just try, not like you will not tell the person things, but you just try to gauge things you say to that person. I think that's the perfect way to put it. Alright, so the next question would be just tell us anything about it. Friendships, like the joy of friendships, like what do you like about them?
What do I like about friends? Number one, I like the fact that you have like a supportive person always in your corner, right? Like your friends never leave you. I mean, like romantic relationships come and go. Like you, like at the end of the day, you get to be with only one person romantically, right? But you get to express and understand and experience different form of love,
different people
from your friends. Like that's not what I mean. The only difference between your friend and your romantic partner is that we're having sex with this one, we're not having sex. Don't go and have sex when you're not married. But I mean, when you're married, the difference between you and your friends and your partner is that you are kissing one, you're not kissing the other. That's just it. Like you don't feel romantically inclined towards your friends, right? So like nobody, like people, I mean, friendships are things that cannot be underestimated, right? These are things that can never be overemphasized, right? Like you need to have friends, and if you're somebody like you're in a space in your life where you feel like you're too gone for some relationships, like you're too grown for some relationships, and at the same time you don't have friendships in your life for this season of your life, it's sad, but it's also normal because that's something I'm currently experiencing too. But I just remind myself that, you know what, I've not met all the people that love me yet. So I might as well just like enjoy the season. But just don't take your friends for granted. They're there. And the last thing I would say is whatever value you want to find in a friend, make sure you have that value. So for example, if you say you want a friend that is honest, then ask yourself, am I a honest person? right? So if I feel like it would be unfair for you to look for a friend that is honest and you are a liar. Like that's unfair, right? So like whatever quality you want to find in your friendships, in your relationships, start by having those qualities, and people that have those qualities that you want to gravitate towards you. So yeah, that's that.
All right, so we've had it from Tommy. She's told us everything about friendships. I mean, like I've learned a lot myself because as the person that I felt like I've always been a loner, like I'm a one-man person. This phase of my life, this era of my life, I mean, I'm in my mid-20s. I've learned to have people around me, have friends. You cannot do life alone. No man is an island. You need to have friends, people you can share things with, people that you can cry. I mean, you cannot cry with your partner. Your man will just tell you sorry. Your man will not. You'll be confused that what's going on with this woman. Or with your friends, you find yourself you feel everything, rage, tears, everything with your friend. Because I've experienced this thing before, and like there's no better feeling than that. So please, just even if it's a friend, that somebody that you are close to, just try to have female friends. Don't try to be that person that says, oh, I don't have female friends. Like we said at the beginning, I don't have female friends. I don't like having male friends. Trust me, I was there, being there, done that. It's not take you anywhere. Of course, you have guys that you understand how the mind of men work, but there's nothing like having your girls.
Your girls, actually.
Nothing, please trust me. There's nothing like having your girls. So, my advice to anyone that is not in their 20s, like I said, because the aim of this series is to advise people that less than their 20s and just show them how to navigate. Because I mean, if we had people to tell us how this is our life would be before, because a lot of us will not be making these mistakes. So just be you and just be natural. Don't try to force things. Don't try to force yourself in places where you're not welcomed. And try to know your place in people's life, please. Don't say, this person is my friend now. The person cannot do this, please. The person can do it and more. The person can do it and more. So I mean, at the end of the day, just pray to God to just guide you and to give you that spirit of discernment to know who is for you and who is not for you. And we've come to the end of today's video, you guys. Thank you, Tommy, for sharing your words of wisdom.
Don't forget to share this video with your friends.
Share, subscribe, please. I'm hoping to hit 1K. I've been shouting this thing. I'm hoping to hit 1K by the end of Q2 or by the end of the year. If you can do this, you can do this for me. And also, I'll drop the link to Tommy's channel too. She's my fellow subscriber and she's my fellow YouTuber. So you guys should subscribe to Tommy's YouTube channel. So she shares gems. You see a lot of. She has been doing this thing before we came in. So alright, thank you guys for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next When Girls Talk series. Bye.